Welcome to Think Hub, where we dive deep into the creative genius shaping our world, one idea at a time. Welcome back to Think Hub. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating mysteries of the sea, the unsinkable Titanic, still resting at the bottom of the Atlantic after more than a century. What's keeping it there? Why hasn't it been recovered? Stick with us, and let's explore the eerie depths of the Titanic's final resting place. The RMS Titanic was a symbol of human ambition and innovation. Built by the White Star Line, this enormous vessel set sail on April 10, 1912, from Southampton, England, bound for New York City. Boasting cutting-edge technology, it was marketed as practically unsinkable. But we all know what happened next. On the night of April 14th, tragedy struck. The Titanic collided with a massive iceberg. Within a few short hours, the ship, carrying more than 2,200 passengers and crew, sank beneath the freezing waters of the North Atlantic. Over 1,500 lives were lost. But what's even more striking is that more than 100 years later, the Titanic remains at the bottom of the ocean. It wasn't until 1985 that oceanographer Robert Ballard and his team finally discovered the Titanic's resting place, nearly 12,500 feet below the surface. At such depths, the ship remains out of reach for typical salvage operations. The pressure at these depths is enormous, nearly 6,000 pounds per square inch. To put that into perspective, it's like having the weight of 40 cars pressing down on you. The crushing pressure alone is enough to keep the Titanic locked away in the deep. But it's not just the depth keeping the Titanic at the bottom. The ship itself is deteriorating. Over the years, underwater bacteria have slowly been devouring the metal, creating rusticles that hang like icicles from the ship's surface. These rusticles are the work of Halomonas titanicae, a type of bacteria that thrives in the deep, cold waters of the Atlantic. They're breaking down the iron in the ship's hull, turning the once mighty vessel into a fragile relic of the past. Experts predict that in a few decades, there might be very little left of the Titanic at all. Even if technology could raise the Titanic from the depths, there are legal and ethical barriers that complicate any recovery. The wreck is located in international waters, and the ship itself is protected by UNESCO as an underwater cultural heritage site. That means it's illegal to recover or disturb the remains without permission. And let's not forget, the Titanic is a grave site. Over 1,500 people lost their lives in the disaster, and many believe the ship should be left undisturbed out of respect for those who perished. The Titanic, once a marvel of human engineering, now lies broken and decaying at the bottom of the ocean. While it's tempting to dream of raising it, the reality is that the Titanic will likely remain in its watery grave, slowly returning to the earth. Perhaps that's where it belongs. A solemn reminder of our hubris, nature's power, and the countless souls who set sail on a journey that was never completed. The Titanic's story continues to captivate us, not just because of its tragic end, but because it's a testament to human ambition and fragility. And as long as it remains at the bottom of the sea, its mystery endures. Thank you for joining us on Think Hub for this deep dive into the mystery of why the Titanic still lies beneath the waves. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more fascinating content like this. Let us know in the comments what part of the Titanic story intrigues you the most. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.